welcome home. Una come join when I'm ranties back up. Not the program for the mind, not the program for the people, not the program with the way conscience. The host I'm ranty, social justice activist, political analyst, political educator, and the man with a stimulate nationalism and political awareness. Now we salon, now yeah we talk complain. We know they cover fire upon grass. We defend against corruption, tribalism, nepotism, and every form of injustice. We welcome, oh, welcome, oh. Una come join when I'm ranties back up. Not the program for the mind, not the program for the people, not the program with the way conscience. The host I'm ranty, social justice activist, political analyst, political educator, and the man with a stimulate nationalism and political awareness. Now we salon, now yeah we talk complain. We know they cover fire upon grass. We defend against corruption, tribalism, nepotism, and every form of injustice. We welcome, oh, welcome, oh. Una come join when I'm ranties back up. Not the program for the mind, not the program for the people, not the program with the way conscience. The host I'm ranty, social justice activist, political analyst, political educator, and the man with a stimulate nationalism and political awareness. Now we salon, now yeah we talk complain. We know they cover fire upon grass. We defend against corruption, tribalism, nepotism, and every form of injustice. We welcome, oh, welcome, oh. Una come join when I'm ranties back up. Not the program for the mind, not the program for the people, not the program with the way conscience. The host I'm ranty, social justice activist, political analyst, political educator, and the man with a stimulate nationalism and political awareness. Now we salon, now yeah we talk complain. We know they cover fire upon grass. We defend against corruption, tribalism, nepotism, and every form of injustice. We
Abunde se awana awisie fima menu seke nungo sukuri nuto fambulem ina kabo plenty kushete ina dimbaman say Monday na so den di tell do but Monday na question inside Creole. Isn't that interesting? Adedi fulamani ngo se jarama. We are a country with diversity. Onala we all diversity tranga. Today na di bafa we did talk but something we don't talk about and we will continue to talk about. We can discuss about generational leadership crisis within our country. Una know say even at law, na court, when they put cases them, then they always look into all cases them, whether they call precedents. we live in a world where yesterday they influence today, and today go influence tomorrow. You know, go just drop the past entirely. Part of the past, good day in your present, and a good day in your future. Now that make Nadibafa, when we talk, we try for bring historical perspectives for sure. Who side anything begin? Why would they make the same mistakes them over and over? And pan that discussion, the way we do, we can also try for bring definitions for make people understand the meaning and origin of certain words and how for understand them, for make we were able to put them to perspective. Today, as I say, we get a generational crisis so far with leadership, business concern now we can't get. All waiting they happen so today, it's not new. Like it says in Ecclesiastes, nothing is new under the sun. So it is with Sierra Leonean politics. All waiting they happen. I go come put them to una stage by stage. How it don't happen in the past. How we keep repeating itself. And why we for stop the repetition of their particular tendencies there. Make we try and get a grip of ourselves in unity of purpose, unity in solidarity, or solidarity of purpose, unity of purpose. We have to come together. We are one people. We need for go before we get for be united in purpose. We get for get certain values them where we believe in, and then values them they're not just the come up tick for them. Now we get for make them values there. We agree upon those values. Me and somebody talk today. Where will be the talk about with leadership problems? And then the person tell me, say, we not go able for get a country where they work until we make the judiciary separate from leadership. You cannot have a functioning democracy where the power they above the law. And that's what we have in Sierra Leone. With Eri, casually, daily, where people they talk say, order from above. Any society where they use order from above, that means to say, the above where the orders come from, they above the constitution. The constitution, they under them. So the law, they under them. The constitution supposed for the supreme above everybody. Everybody for conform. Everybody for bow to the law. But if you get a society where they get law from above, and the above is not the constitution, then there is somebody that is above the constitution. And we for reject that. We for stop that. We for challenge that. You cannot have a system where you have leaders that are above the constitution, they are above the law. The law reigns supreme. And in Sierra Leone, we hear every day there are orders from above. Who are they above the constitution? It is our responsibility to ask clever questions them, we go hold them to account. Who is this person where they above the law? Who are them people there we get impunity, where they above the law, where the law cannot touch? A community should be based on equality. Now that makes some of we, anytime where we can out for talk to we people, them would they tell them, say, would they talk very ardently, very hardly, very, very consistently, for let we try to get an egalitarian society, a society where everybody is seen as an equal, not just by word, but by actions. But when they talk about leadership, my definition of a leadership, now one way simple. We are all leaders. We all get for participate for make leadership function properly. Everybody gets a part for play. Leadership is a system, like how you get the human system, body system. Every organ gets a specific role, defined, specialized role. But no organ, not they way past the other. They all get responsibility. And their responsibility, it is well synchronized. They work together for good. The body, the eye not they compete with the mouth not they compete with the nose, the nose not they compete with the hand not they compete. No, they all get designated roles, and in their roles then they perform to the best of their ability for keep the body healthy. And likewise in the body, we get what they call homeostasis. Homeostasis na a kind of situation where the body they keep itself in check, they keep itself in balance. Like for instance, if blood not they flow, go up na the brain, you they faint, you they fall down because the blood not they better than your body, you know they reach up, so if they make like you faint, then you go fall down. When you lay down, then you go get easy access for the blood flow go na you aid. That they call that homeostasis. We self get forget homeostasis in within a community. When something is not working, we all get for come together and make sure say we rectify the problem. We not left and give one person because one person not they make the body system. One organ not they make the body work. But one organ not work, it affect the whole body. We have to know that. Look at the state of we country right now. Sierra Leone. We get this man called Bio, where not they work in accordance with constitution. He don't breach almost everything when they write that the constitution. Nobody know they check them, nobody know they hold them accountable. Before that, it gets people them where they connive with them for do them breaches there. And at least I can say to people, one person know they make country, one person know they pull country. It gets accomplices. And at that, their accomplices and then they call the regime. You pull Mother Bio, the regime still did. Now that's make really and truly are the advocates to everybody say we need for do a total overhaul now we country where we get for uproot then casada there and plant petete. We not going to change the driver, we left the motorcar. We for change the driver and the motorcar, get a new car, new driver. Because if you change the driver, you left the old motorcar, the motorcar don't old, you go still get the broke down. And it was if you go to the same mechanic, because probably the mechanic self gets in this and that. So you get for change the whole system. A leader, now somebody we come out, people will follow around. Because if you come out, nobody not follow you, not stroll, you they stroll. But if you're not a leader, where you come out, people in the follow you. Why? Them believe in you. And when you're not a leader, you they represent people their interest, not your interest. You team up for people them. You don't team up for yourself. So if you're not a leader, The community put you forward for represent their interest. And when they put you there, you get for consult with them. Then go give you the instructions. You make sure say you follow those instructions. Someone is say, oh no, vote for wait for next election. That is total ludicrous. Total nonsense. You don't have to wait for elections for pull somebody way, not the give una the results. Where una deserve. Because you see, I don't say this not once, not twice. The reason we make we get them problem there, what we get nas alone. Now simply because them people there where we get them the mirror we own behavior, then just look like exactly how we turn like. If you get a rotten population, you will get rotten leaders. Then only they reflect who we are. If we really need for change leadership, we get for examine ourselves as a people and try for correct certain mentality, attitudes, and ideologies where we are driven by. A leader forgets an ideology. He forgets defined principles. And if I be convicted in them principles, then they if I get very strong conviction, you cannot have a leader when not convicted in something. If a leader not stand for something, he go fall for anything. And I make we leader them, when you see them give them trumpets, they don't sell. Because they not get a rooted principle in which they team up for. So we don't get good people that we get potentials. We show potential. We get conviction. We sober-minded. We ignore them all. Look like a man when they call Lamina Sanko, when I Israel Natalia Jones. Now the first man where I know when a black man will reject the white man identity. He come from a descendant of slaves. But he said the name where he gets not sit well with them. Now Sierra Leone Sierra Leone for reflects na his life. He changed his name to Lamina Sanko. The only Creole man where I know will do that. And then the first human being where I know say related to slavery, we change his name to indigenous Sierra Leonean name. Before ever I begin to hear people like Malcolm X, Muhammad Ali, them, we change the name to African name or to Arabic name. But Lamina Sankona, the first man we do. That man may be an educator, may be a banker, may be a cleric, may be an academic. He studied at Oxford University. Now the man Nande we bring Sierra Leone together. A lot of people don't know certain things then. They're not even interested for no certain things then. This man na in faith for let we amalgamate. Waiting I mean by amalgamating. Sierra Leone na be two entities where we operate independently. We get the protectorate, we get the colony. The colony involve the islands, then Bont Island, Banana Island, Plantain, island. They were all the colonies. And in the colonies, they be the function. They be the function, and then we get a municipality. We form 1893. Then they get elections, then they get political parties. While we, now the protectorate, we now be just people them, second-class citizens. We were not functioning. But Freetown be the function, then get political parties, then they get elections. In fact, at the first place on this planet where a woman voted, where women voted, even though Sierra Leone be there under the British colony in 1920, woman and votes in England, but Sierra Leone, Freetown, Sierra Leone, woman and votes in 1792. But where you hear that, if you a person will believe in equality, the very first thing we go gripe, will make you belly gripe, or we go make you fuk rise, you go say, how come Sierra Leone are the first place where women and vote? Where upline gets the first political party in 1958 or 1948. I'm not quite sure. But SLPP are the first party in West Africa, West Sahara. Well, now, they don't get political party then. And Lamina Sanko be getting your political party. Now that party they, when the Sierra Leonean party, now him he amalgamate for he try bring a upline brother then come for can join Freetown and make we get one entity. And he come with a slogan, one country, one people. That's where this slogan come out to SLPP they misuse so elect today. It prevail upon Chief by Farmatas for make them form this party. Chief by Farmatas, now be the chairman for the northern group of both school boys them. We form the PEPU, the Protectorate Educational Progressive Union. The southern, the both school boys them, then get their own SOS, whether the Sierra Leonean Organization Society. But now the PEPU started the SLPP in collaboration with Lamina Sanko. People don't talk about that. But Lamina Sanko is a man of conviction, born 1884. That man could have been a very good leader, but we ignored him. He challenged the system. He was a Pan-Africanist. He was a cleric, and a cleric would challenge Christianity. And he take it time. They educate Sierra Leoneans for make it develop them. Now the first person we begin for Bill
Joyce Matthews,
the
WhatsApp audio.
The human capital of Sierra Leoneans. And this is fact. Man like that would have made a good leader. Then another one, Isaac Akuna Wallace Johnson. Born 1894. That man was a Pan-Africanist. That man, he be the fight for workers' rights. Now, instant union across West Africa and Sierra Leone. Now be a union man. That man, now be Pan-Africanist, now anti-colonialist campaigner. He be very convicted. He fought to an extent. He get into the nerves of the colonialists. Then jail and Ghana because he be the right paper, in newspaper articles them will be really the church the nerves of the white man. Then jail him. And at one time then jail in Namdi Ezekwe together. Very convicted. That man, where he see say a black African brother them joined the army, then he worked at Tento, and of which he's a veteran of the army, and he also worked Tento in the army. He said this cannot be right. Now a man of conviction. It took the British government to court. And he win the case. And from that time on, West Africans, Sojaman, begin wear suits. Now, Tento, with Sojaman, they work and they wear what they call motif. What's a motif? If you buy a bandage and then it's wrap around their foot. Motif. And at that time, the Ramadan, when they pull lantern, then sing for congratulating Sierra Leone. And the song was, Wallace, you win the case, enemy shemo. Wallace, you win the case. Enemy Shemo, Ramatulalai, Ramatulalai. You win the case. Wallace. Wallace won the case. And he represented himself. Why will not make a leader? Now that kind person they make leader na Botswana, a veteran, a man will challenge the British, a man will get conviction. Look Botswana today. But Sierra Leone go talk us in a Creole because we don't always get tribalism embedded in us. Oh, now can then come, then just come. But the man gets the tools. Wallace Johnson had the tools. Wallace Johnson is just a year older than Samuel Timagai. Samuel Timagai inborn 1895. But both Wallace Johnson and Labida Sanko, they would have preferred us to be in the radical independence fighting group. When I be the Casablanca group. Now that group they Sheku Touré belong. Now that group they Kwame Nkrumah belong. Now that group they man like Jomo Kenyatta belong. Julius Nyerere belong. But Sierra Leone, we independent leader, Milty Magai, they believe in the Morovia group. The Morovia group, now the Lebele group. Where, well, now left them, then go give you at their own time, kind of. Like, they not take the independence like for saying a right. If we had settled with somebody like Wallace Johnson or Lamina Sanko, I think things would have been different. And now we go to 61. We get to independence. Milty Magai don't struggle from 58. At that time, a brother, we don't left SLPP, he go join PMP with Pacheki. When they come for the independence talk, quite a lot of them sell out to the white man as usual. Wallace Johnson was in trouble and sent him back, then find him boku money. Checker Stevens then lock and a Bo Naya, na East London police station, then deport them, then come back. When they come back, they accuse them, say then are communist, and they have been infiltrated by the Russians. And Chaka Stevens not be see daylight at that time. And Chaka Stevens was a young boy where Wallace Johnson the mentor. And after when they left them, him Wallace Johnson formed within they call independent elections before independence movement. Not a Sheki from but Sheki Naimide before because Wallace Johnson at that time, if we don't get into the Whitman nerves, then they try for catch them back for lock them up for silent time. All these business when they lock up people for them not get freedom of speech and this, that. Now the colonialists, they land Sierra Leone. And they will learn. Because at that time, there was a mutiny in Sierra Leone, where a man called Emmanuel Cole make mutiny. Then try for lead them on a court for making for be implicate Wallace Johnson. And that'll be a very interesting case where Emmanuel Cole na court they ask him if you know Wallace Johnson. He say, yes, I know him. And then say, who don't know Wallace Johnson? He say Wallace Johnson a man. Now all man boss laugh. Because then be one for me them draw a parallel, say it gets something for do with Emmanuel Cole, a mutiny, so therefore be old Wallace Johnson. So at that time, Checker Stevens, na in be the Wallace Johnson in Bobo way they push before. But the policy wanna be the real construct of elections before independence, na be Wallace Johnson. And he even went with the group na Lancaster House. He was an advisor, but I not listen to him. Anyway, 61 we get to independence. When we got to independence, waiting happened 3 years, 1 day later, Hamilton died. After just the celebration, independence celebration. It just, they say, feel bad. They say, I be foul play. They don't ever make inquiry for law, we know what really happened, because really they already make inquiry so that we go learn from mistakes. We know they do that. On the 28th of April, 1964, Ipa died. When he died, succession plan, Nabidabaru Rikishi. Waiting happen. Man we don't left the SLPP, go form his own party. He come back through the back door because of Bende hegemony. Then bring can make him leader against the will of many in the party, most of the senior SLPP people there. In fact, they go to Pasise, he hosts, where they go write petition, 40 of the most senior SLPP members sign the petition. But all way they do that was like throwing water on dog's back. They don't listen. They still go on with what they need for go on with. They make them coronation. Albert Magai became the prime minister. That very next day, he sacked the man when at the air. Wait for don't be the air. We left with the party and labor with the party, struggle with the party, bill with parliament, make acts as a prime minister many times on behalf of the Samuel Magai in the country. They ignore him. Man with conviction, man with principles, man with values, man with good attitude, mentality, charisma, and educational base. Then dump him. Then put somebody where we don't left the party. The same thing they happen now. We see some Sumana where we don't left party. Don't come back. Then the panda feds there until recently we don't reinstall them. We see Kanye Yomkela, we don't left SLPP. He come back. He defect, then say if we don't left the party. It is not new. It don't happen in the past. Albert Magai left, he come back. And then corruptly install him with the support of Madame Koblo, with the support of Batan Macaulay, Yomkela, Kande Bure, finger the system, put on there. And when they put on there, the very first time where constitution breach take place, when the prime minister died, Sir Milton died, the constitution at that time, 61 constitution, he was supposed to be there for a year and call elections. Did he? He didn't. He went against the constitution. Then took fire. He did it for 3 years before he called the election 67. He lost the elections. He refused to accept defeat. Before that, he do a palace school. And I didn't see how they happen. So what is it then they happen? Then they repeat themselves. He sent a paddy where na the bralo of one of the main confidants with Madame Koblo. Madame Koblo, now his sister married to Lansana when I be the brigadier. Lansana was not the most senior brigadier in the army, na be Bangura, but then Dicha, then put Lansana. When I see how the country mix up, they only put people them out of, they only put people them based on merit, then he puts them based on connection, based on need. And then puts on the term don't come for let he pay back. How will you pay back? And for seize power to a person will legitimately win elections. Then he swear Sheki in. na the governor house. Na di Inga Norman. Who is Inga Norman? Inga Norman na be the ADC, how they call him ADC also, yeah, of the Governor General. Now he leaked the secret to Lanson and said, don't come. Una come now. So he leaked him out to them. And who is he? Himself married a woman na the Gulama family. Lanson a married woman na the Gulama family. Madam Koblo na Gulama. And I make I can tell you now, but something where don't be a problem, but it's meant for good. Patrimony. So along with politics, then they married themselves for undue advantage. Then they do them in chieftaincies in those days for make them go get good relationship. But with winners Sierra Leone, they use patrimony for enable corruption. So Lansana married at the same family, Nganoma married at the same family, and then big sister na be a very senior SLPP person where na isababu make them give Lansana the position where he hold as brigadier. Because the last white brigadier what we get, let me call him Brigadier Blackie. Brigadier Blackie should have given it to Bangura. Na Bangura I want for Giam. But the Prime Minister said no, give him to the man there because that man meets the criteria. And the criteria show itself where we get 67 elections. Then try for talk to the chiefs then for whether they support SLPP. Then send Kaba for go talk to Manakbaka them. Then non agree. Talk to Pa Francis, where na Kenema Babu Ipapa, they all not agree. Then what's happen? SLPP left Pankol. So the no one left Pankol. Then seize power. Sheki go on exile. As I say, things that way happen, or will still they happen, he no knew. So the succession plan was bad in 64. Abidekedaka business take place. After that, Sheikh Stevens take power. When Shekiwa for left power, he gets 2 vice presidents. They were political juggernauts. Sober, political minded people. He left them both with all the experience. He go take a man, we're not political. We don't be nothing but politics. The brigadier. In fact, that is part of the problem where we get. Sheikh Stevens, he pulled the union, he pulled the forces, the independence. Because now he begin bring policeman and soldier man na parliament. Now he begin to bring union people them na parliament. Just for let it shut them up. And we see all of that. We knew it was a bad mixture. It was a bad practice. But we said to him not. Then when they talk about leadership, leadership is not one person. It's the whole community. If something is not right, now the whole community for Zimbabwe say, no. This should not happen. But when they see don't they happen. We talk, that party clever. You know, see cut neck. And what did he do? He said, SI Kuruma for go OAU. And Oblan Senamo. Rather, what he can do, where something happen at the country, where one let hang people. If they travel, he left SI Kuruma and tell SI Kuruma say, you know, are they go for treatment or are they go for holiday or this, that. So SI Kuruma and go sign the document. And so now they get the bad name. But we then come for make he enjoy the things them we get the bad name for. And the constitution was clear. say Sheki for comot, Esa Kroma for lead for 90 days and call elections. Just like how 64 Magai for don't comot, Sam Milton for don't comot, the successor for Dede for a year, we call elections. But in both occasions, that did not happen. They both went against the Constitution. Checker Stevens not even allow Esai Kroma for act there. Because at least in the other occasion in 64, somebody act there, even though the succession was bad, not to insupposed for, but Nainem put there. Because the man will die now, a brother. Even though Incessant would not have chosen his brother because of all the jati way this man presented the party. He could not have recommended him to be in charge. The man with a don't groom and be very smart. And the other person back way could have been Sanisi Mustafa because he said he don't act as prime minister a few times. Anyway, we see where Momo did it, then pull Momo just before we get elections. That didn't have to be a good succession as well because we want to go back to democracy. We go get boss, then pull and come out. But that is not what is interesting. When the Nkanka restore democracy, Bakaba we be the way one for come out. Isaac, he vice president, he gets another president, and the person where he puts them, and the person will be help him for kill people them, where them they call collaborators against their interests. Kill say and kill woman among them collaborators the day. And the person will help her for do that. So he rewarded her. And look what happened. He and Belawa fall out. He said out here and Eskroma. Because Eskroma did not win that first election. Some man go argue otherwise. But from the information we get, from me understanding, now because it be very resentful against Inyum party. Because how they treat her, they make it believe, say, he is not a Southerner and he is not deserving to have been their leader. So he resented them. And that resentment they make a finger, the man will help them for kill the people with a label as collaborators. Wanna pay attention, no? So from 64, come to Shekhar Stevens. Shekhar Stevens is succession bad, 64 is succession bad, 64 then breach the constitution. The successor for did it for 1 year, then call election, he not did it for 1 year, and not doing the process for even succeed. Why we can't see the people them we get sober disposition, we get vision, we get the right character for be leader? We know they get there. We always they settle for less. Then we sit down back, they complain. Look, Madabio. Man with thief money. Cause so much atrocities, problems. Then kill people them. You overthrow your boss. He come back after 18 years. All man know the money record. But they still vote for him. And so the same way, the BB judges them, will be so popular in Sierra Leone, Bankole Bright and what's this other man name? Bioku Betts. The inquiry. Bakabana thief man, nine broke door SLPMB. He jumped before them push and run away. They make judgments in the absence. Justice one, na in prevail to Momo for make them pardon. Them pardon. All man know the man in character. All man know waiting pull the man as low. But you already read people in the blessed memory, Pakabana, one level. Pakabana, one of the people that we make we can't get the way it is so. The time when not be supposed to thief, the time thief. A Bourdo SLPMB, Salon Produce Marketing Board. One of the institutions that will be the give foreign exchange big time at the world. It broke and down. And that 1967 elections, now in a deposit where Albert Maga used for Google try for convince them chiefs them for make them for become waiting with them for make it for be maintain power, but it come on with on them because APC beat SLPP clean one. That's all what they can talk for saying a draw and run a lie. Even if they be put the 7 independent people, APC be still get more votes than APC be still get more votes than SLPP. I get the documents them. I get the letter where the life football stain write Checky and the letter where Checky write to life football stain during the exchange will happen and will take place. Within people in the talk board say happen, not to happen. So the reality is we always they end up with bad leaders them because we the Sierra Leonean and we are the people that we not like people them of good character. We not like sober people them. Sierra Leone, the society is so infested with poverty that we're not able to make any decision. We're not transactional. We are so transactional that now Uda Giwi would vote for. You know, poor man tell like man we get umbrella. The umbrella only valuable when rain the camp. Immediately when the rain caught, the umbrella don't become a burden. They put them away. And that is exactly how poor man turn. Only way we rain the camp, now umbrella valuable. Where you see the rain caught, the fully umbrella. The umbrella don't become a burden. Where benefits done, loyalty finish. That's how Motaman treat umbrella. Umbrella. Now only when they come give Motaman benefits. Now that's any Motaman loyal to umbrella. So anybody when them talk for say they use you like umbrella. Now possibly we're very ungrateful. Well, if they tell you for say now you're ungrateful like Bele, that's even worse. Because there is nobody on this planet where ungrateful reach Bele. Bele, I don't care how you feed until day tomorrow I want back. I don't care what you will eat today. You know, feed and tomorrow they grumble. I mean, they can say, Bele no get holiday. Bele no they say, oh, you eat well, you have been feeding me well, I will give you 1 day off. Bele no they take day off. You know, Sabi day off. You know, they retire. No matter what you give, I may not be satisfied. That's so poor man turn. And that's make with politicians, you know, they go out for try for improve the people them living conditions. They know they try for within the human capital. Always they talk about development, but the real development, not to bricks and mortar. Now social development, build the people them up. Teach them skills. Now skills to build country. And now skills, now in they create the middle class. And now them, they enhance taxation. Now then they build the economy. But the people then get forget lots of skills. I remember where I be small, they grow up. Any village where you go, there is a blacksmith. Go down to villages and see if you can see blacksmith. At that time, Sierra Leone blacksmith, they make the shovel, they make the kondali hoe, they make the cutlass, they make pickaxe. But now all those things, they get for buy them from China. Every Sierra Leonean village you go, You could see a blacksmith. You could see them that they forge, then they make cutlass, then they make hoe, then they make kittle, then they make pots, then they make pan. You could see them, but not anymore. You began goldsmith them, not anymore. The place where they call local skillsmen were all over the place. Then lock railway. Most of them skilled people, and the majority of them were Creole men. Creole, they don't die with their skills there. Now we don't get a vacuum. That vacuum, they has to be filled. People them forget small pen at their hand for make them able to get self-worth, self-confidence, and for make them change the mentality of putting leader them with the give them rest. Even though they know for say the leader na failure, the leader na hustler, but since na him during elections then they give them rest, then they reward them, then we all suffer because of that bad decision. Because leader, a good leader would only work where he get a team in the people them we put on there. A leader would only work in a functional system. A leader will only succeed where he gets the right team and he gets the population behind them. Not to just behind them, then get faith in the decisions the way they make. Because the decisions the way they make reflect exactly within the wishes them turn like. It give them collat. It give them good standard of living. It transform their lives. It make them feel part and parcel of the society. Then they feel like stakeholders. But people don't feel like that in Sierra Leone, where we get emperors, where they dictate, where not they listen, where they even they tell you for safe when I don't vote for them, whether I do what you not do, whether I do what you for do or you not do them, when I not go pull them till the next elections. And people they believe that. And that is a lie. You can remove a leader after what you put on today. If a behavior amounts to gross misconduct, even at workplace, if your behavior amount to gross misconduct, then they sack you. If your behavior is beyond redemption, if your behavior no meets criteria, it get against the law. As a matter of precedence, you not for wait till they even sack you, now you for resign. If you not agree resign, the people for force you for resign. Why it happen in other country then? Why not they happen? Because we not believe, say, we are worthy to hold our leaders accountable because they are the leader, na the power. Na him, well, na him go decide for we. Not to him for decide for we. Now we, they tell us what we want. And in they do what we want. If I employ you for being a cook, I know they eat pepper, you pack pepper, I go warn you. You reduce the pepper, I go tell you, say, you do well, you reduce the pepper, but you need for reduce them furthermore. Then you not listen. I will give you another warning. You persist, I go sack you. I go find another cook where they cook, waiting I want to have a cook. It's as simple as that. I'm not going for wait till your contract's finish. No. And besides, You as a politician, you get a manifesto. You don't tell we waiting and what you they can do. You come, you not do nothing we get for can do. You go against what you say they can do. Do you think we for left you there for the 5 years? And even right now, as they talk, so people and they talk for say 2028. What people are not they ask is Madabio going to come step down? Is he going to step down? Me seeing is believing Pastor C step down. But I don't believe. And one thing about Madabio, it they use a wave for spin things them around them. It distract una, making everybody feel to say it is step down. But me Pastor C step down, no. Pastor C step down. Madabio, if I not see then inaugurate somebody else, I will not believe he will step down. Right now, I get a strong conviction, say then they manipulate the constitution. And he could do them back without referendum, because we don't get a few entrenched clauses then. Now we constitution entrenched clause. Now them law them within the constitution where you know for touch without consult with the people and by a referendum. They don't do them with the expunging of the death sentence. The death sentence now one of the things then where they do without a referendum. They do them. Nobody not say that. He gets away with them. You see precedences, what they talk about precedents. If you go back, you look from the beginning, from the 1951 Citizen Constitution, the too much power where they give the governors, the too much leeway where they give them. Come to the successions, the people them wait for inherit the position based on their ability, based on their character, both based on their ableness. They not give them. They go give akata them. But you put squirrel in a room with granite. You come, you not go meet granite. Then, but at the same time, you cannot complain because you knew what you be settled for. You put Kompi Gusai Banga, they don't expect to come back and meet Banga at that same room there. You get Bonga head, you get your awefu, or you pakwaku Bonga. You left Arata for WhatsApp. You for be guaranteed in your mindset, say you go come back, even the Papako Bonga Ikanda or the Awefu Bonga Ikanda, you not go meet them again. You go don't eat her. Certain things that they we can say. They say, what did I can say, self? They say, to whom much is given, much is expected. Not to Salon. Salon, to whom much is given. To whom much is given. Then they go with her. All what you get, and the carry and go. And they give her nothing back. To whom much is given, much is expected. Not expect to. How you give them the bag, where you see them total, then they carry the one whole bag go. They already left nothing behind. And not to one person non do one. Not to two person non do one. Not to three person non do one. Look how they do the Albert Magai succession. Look how the change of power between SLPP and APC 67 and 68 all the way. We vote 67. Now the SLPP refuse for handover power. Would you mother be the talk for say shall never give power to APC? I like na they win. Not to enforce don't know him. It happened before. Albert Magai refused for give power to SLPP. Before that, he resorts to doing coups. So several coups them ensued. Several coups them take place. Then take place. And Marabi they say the same thing now. And no go hand over to APC. Is it for you to decide that? Now you put yourself there. You see why they talk up? When you get a country where power more powerful than the law, when get a problem. The power should never be over the law. The law should be over the power. Now make the constitution is supreme. But if the constitution they below the authority with the in power, then a despot then we get. Then a monarchy we still get. And that make we still get this business here. What would they and would they gladly for talk and they didn't know for say salon we not a reason out. Where would they people that they talk for say na power from above? And we said they gladly for talk up. Instead of we get angry, instead of we show outrage, we don't do that. From power, instructions, power above. Now from power above, that instruction they come out. That means to say we not for question them. And if when are in the democracy, where power they come out from above, that means to say the power they above the law. And if the power is above the law, this is the reason why nothing is functioning in our country. If the power is above the law, no wonder it don't kidnap the judiciary, it don't kidnap the parliament, it don't kidnap free press, it got their all in their pocket. The police, the army, they in their pocket. But what is alone people are afraid for realize is both forces now we country, they are not more than 26,000. If you divide 26,000 by 8 million, now 0.00000. Very negligible. If you look at the proportion, now 3 security force officer to 1,000 Sierra Leoneans. Should we be scared of them? They're not even enough for Protect Freetown. But the reason why a negligible force like that seem forget authority, so much authority over we now because we are not organized as the people. We not get conviction based on one value system as a nation. Like where America or England they so. When something happen, you really talk about the rule of law. Waiting the person do, they against the rule of law. Lawyers then go challenge them. The citizens then go challenge them. Politicians then go challenge them. Chiefs then go challenge them. You go find out for say, whatever bad that situation want for bring na them community, they go uproot them because they not go tolerate them. But if you not tolerate them, it go happen. If it happen, we not do nothing. We not expect nothing. Politics local. Politics is like the shoes where you do well. If your shoes burn you, nobody know they know. The only person where they know if your shoes they burn you. Now you will wear them. Now you know precisely who say they burn. So now you get for make the decision for take off that shoes. But again, if you decide say you know to take off the shoes rather than chap the foot, then now you go end up without a foot. So you get for make a decision where smart, where worthwhile, where go resolve the problem, not exacerbate the problem. Because you chop the foot, you not get shoes, then you not get foot for wearing the next shoes. But if you recognize that the shoes tight, you then remove the shoes, you work at Ento, or you buy another shoes, you replace them. That is choice. And that is informed choice then color. But what they do, we want for depend on somebody else we know where we shoes. For can tell we outside the shoes they born you. It don't make sense. It don't make sense now. It don't make sense ever. So, what do you need for do? Now you get your issues. Sierra Leone problem, a Sierra Leonean problem. Now Sierra Leonean get for organize themselves. Now Sierra Leonean get for decide say we not go live in a country where we get Mindi line, we get Timni line, we get Soso line, we get Madinga line, we get Creole line, we get Aristo line, we get Shuen line. Now we get for decide say all those lines we forget rid of. Then we come together and make a conscious decision. Say we not one people. We'll not forget line them with the divide way. We'll not forget line them with the create a group of supreme individuals that where they dominate. We'll not go get a line where they create elitist society. We want one line, a line where we add and divide. We go find out for say we are all included in that line. We call them the Sierra Leonean line. We come team up behind that Sierra Leonean line, forgo Timni line, we forgo Mende line, we forgo the Aristo line, we forgo the Shuen line, and come team up behind this solitary line. And by then we go on develop what they call unity of purpose, solidarity of purpose. We get an ideology where we all forge and we believe in them, we team up behind them. So you go find out for say where things go wrong, we go quickly resolve them because we are of one mindset. That don't mean to say we not go get debates. We go get debates for review, then ideologies there. And where we need to amend, we amend. Where we need to change, we change. Where we need to build, we build. Also, we need for potty, we potty. But we go then at one page. We go there under one principle, one ideology, and we get a plan for achieve the goals that we will set up for. But right now, we chaka, we're all over the place. We get Minde hegemony there. We get the team hegemony there. We get the educated class hegemony, then feel say they better pass the one that will not go school. We get now, we don't begin to build up religion, hate. Somebody they come out to talk for say, not for celebrate Christmas, then give food safe, not for eat. But the religious hegemony don't begin so, like play. We sit down, we set, we mouth. We for come now together and say, We Sierra Leonean don't believe in that. We not subscribe to that. We not tolerate that. But now we sit down now, we set we mouth, we they wait for make other boss take place. Well now, as I don't reach here, let we recap. 64. We get a bad succession plan. The person we deal with the SLP party, we loyal to the party, we focus in building Sierra Leone. The man we make will get parliament elected today. He was jilted over a man we left SLPP. He will go form People's National Party. He come back after his disloyalty to your party. Now the people are loyal to. He will loyal to the party, then disloyal to them. We see SI Kuruma within an APC. He loyal to APC. He stand with APC. He get bad name for APC. We take him for benefits from APC. Checker Stevens jilted that man. Replace him with a man will not get any political aptitude. A man we suppose for protect we constitution and we country, now in use for breach the very constitution. When a SI Kurumana the vice president, now in for the day for 90 days. No, then pull him. Salomon glad back. They say, Uda give more power na God. What's a winner for you? In order run past you. Then now we they grumble now. Things are not they work. How then go walk where we always stay on the wrong side? Now we they grumble say, oh, we they deteriorate. But now we they facilitate the deterioration. You see people in the come out at a time like this where the country don't for dumb, you don't for dumb because Sierra Leone they go before now backpedal, they backpedal. Consistently. What you know they happen in that country there. People that they can't tell we but legacies. Where are the legacies? Legacies can be good, they can be bad. Sierra Leone are only bad legacies there. We not achieve nothing. We they grow up, we meet pipe bound water everywhere. Where are they? They're not there anymore. Now Bowsers they get now. So where's the development? We'll be there today. We'll be get town councils. Now all 12 districts, all districts will raise their own taxations. Then we get chiefdom police. Then we collect their own taxes. Then we get their own laws. Then we run their own council. Every council, you get Cambia Council, you get McKinney Council, you get Bo Town Council, you get Kenema Town Council. We sit down, then centralize everything. Dismantle all them councils then they. We know the implications of all them things and they. Now all them things and they make the people them remain ostracized. Because when the town council be there, now the people them we get autonomy. Then we get the right to choose within and wants na the environment. And now within and wants, now they happen at the environment. Who that they want, now then they choose for be MP. Waiting and want for focus on now that districts they in with the spending, now then they spend per. Now then come dismantle all the town councils, them centralize everything at Freetown. Every decision when they make na Freetown they get for come out. All the money when they make na Freetown a day. Na Freetown they decide within and they give una. If you are not supporters of whosoever in a power, will not benefit from the pause. These are all the things that whether make we country cannot they go before. If we really want for waiting, we get for devolve power back to the districts them and revert back to the original 12 districts. All the new districts are already waiting. So now then just the further they divide they give we false belief, say when they divide we now they better. From where would they get census? Census not benefit Sierra Leone. Every census we then do now for men they benefits themselves through elections. But they still tell we for say now for make the country a better one. Then they do the census for men they go able to facilitate development. The only development we don't see census don't create for we now more districts then for enable then cronies there, then akata there for remaining power. They've never done any census we bring something lucrative, something positive for growth. Now for just divide the country. And when they divide the country, then they further centralize all the power in Freetown. Which benefits don't benefit we when they divide the districts them, then add more districts them. By now, we for the talk say let we revert back to the 12 districts and I go encourage Sierra Leone for let we ask for that. Now that they make districts them, we not even get infrastructures for be this. They not get infrastructure for be district. So what use is that to any Sierra Leonean? Because they want to make new constituencies them. So SLPP could be in power. Now so when APC come, they make carrying a district. Carrying not even get post office. Carrying not even get the infrastructure for be district headquarter. But APC make them district headquarter. Why? For make them hold on to power. These are the things we have to look at. We can't forget about political party tribalism. Because Sierra Leoneans with tribalism, now in two layers, we get linguistic tribalism, we get political party tribalism. If you do APC now, you're not APCian. That na APC na your nationality. If you're not SLPP, you're not SLPPian. Now SLPP na your nationality. But both supporters of them party there, na Sierra Leonean passport will not get to. We are not getting any passport, we are not getting any passport. Now Sierra Leonean passport will not get. Una loyalty for only to una country first. But Usai with the reverse, then una the lie to una self, una the lie through una teeth, they tell una for say a development they come, development we don't develop. Usai we don't develop. Look at Usai we come out, Usai we dey now. Anytime we'll take one step go before, we take 10 steps can be end. Look Usai alone there. You tell me. Look how Sierra Leone day. Where's the development? Where will they go to school? Will they eat in a school? Where will they go to school? If you're sick, you take hospital book, you go to school. When I go to hospital, after the treatment, the doctor go sign at the book for the one that way really sick, for let them go back. For the one that way really sick, then they go to house. The doctor they write excuse at the book. The one that way now be just casual health for state or whatever they need, and then they go back with the book in school. Then they go continue back in school. So now you already get your excuse now, you book for let you go to house, then tell you when for go back in the hospital, blah, 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 blah. Systems, I mean, the way they work. Who say all the systems, then they don't go. Sometimes when I can talk about things that when me experience when they grow up, people like you say if not the same country. But not the same country. Pump be they open. Will they drink water-bound water? Will they drink direct from the pump? You not get for purify the water because the water is pure. Sometimes you drink the water, you smell the chlorine from the water because the water is well treated. What's happen? Who side them pump and they go? Freetown gets pumped in almost every junction. You get community pump them. Where then community pump them they? Upline, when we get pump, every village under them tick them. You they meet water pot with cup for people for drink. Who side all them one and they go? They may get to take water, people they drink from bottle. None up and sachets that they drink. Is that development? We come up and bottle, we go up and sachets. Is that development? What will be they go school? Every class get their reading books. After school, then they go put them at the headmaster office where they keep every class their own box with reading books, this, that. Now the school they not even get chair. So where's the development? Pakaba do wonderful, and Eskroma do wonderful. And Eskroma and Pakaba, they meet typhoid, they left typhoid. Marabio inherits the typhoid, and he go pass it back to the next person. Leprosy, when are the oldest disease in this world? Leprosy, be there before them born Jesus Christ. Leprosy, be there before them born Prophet Muhammad. They don't eradicate everywhere in the world. Salon still get leprosy. And Salon they talk about development. They will clap for them. Where's the development? A country where get leprosy, medieval disease, biblical disease, we still get an Sierra Leone. Lassa fever, We born, we meet her. We still get her and not eradicate her today. Country that we get development, now like Cuba. Cuba then take a country where literacy, illiteracy be so high. Libya, now one of the most literate country in the world. They get the highest literacy. Not the illiteracy, they get the highest literacy. The literacy higher than America and England and Europe put together. Libya, they produce some of the best doctors in the world. England gets just over 2 doctors per 1,000 people. Cuba gets 10 doctors per 1,000. Now one of the highest in the world. That is development. Sierra Leone, with doctors per 1,000, it's about 0.00000. We not get enough. I doubt if we government hospital and get scans. We get a country in Sierra Leone, if they want to pull your teeth, if you do upline pass, you can free town. If you want for eat bread, when a nice machine bread, pass them pull them for in a free town, you know the upline. Then you get people we so detached from truth telling. People were so detached from humanity and human fairness. They say, all man no can park in a free town. Who that in this world here, we not deserve better. We don't want a good life for himself. You get a country when only one place they function, than a free town. Now Freetown get dentistry. Now Freetown get newspaper. Now Freetown and they make bread. Now Freetown get puda. Now Freetown gets good schooling. And even during the colony days, now 1906, and we get school, both school. Now 1906, we get both school. We will not forget. All the schools them, now the country, where people in the land book, in fact, at that time, people in where they come up plan someone and get for change their name because if you know to create, you know they get space in a school in a free town. These are facts. Who people are not agree for talk about now. You will get a lot of native man and they get for changing their name and to create name for making them get access to schools in a free town. You know? These are all realities where people they hide, they don't have to talk about. Freetown are the first place now West Africa where they get a grammar school. 1794. School no be the upline no. Both school in 1906. And the first government school down in Sierra Leone. The colonialists, the number one Ulambo. The number one Ulambo ko. If you look the way where the British people and colonize, there is no country where the British colonize where the people were citizens of Britain. The Francophone, the Lusophone, they were citizens of the colonial occupiers, but not the British. We were British subjects. Who is the subject? We did under them. Then they massed we with the sleepers. We were inferior, then superior. It's about supremacy. And that's make we brother them, we take over. They still feels they're supreme over us. Then for dominate we. And these are the realities. So at that time, if you're not upline man, you want land book, you can for come free town. People like Albert Magai, they all the academy, they go school. Because now free town, now they book learning day. Now they create them in the land book. Now they create and they make them school then they fall. Because when they bring them come, then they rehabilitate them into that society, then bring education because when they be slave in America, they not be the grille they read and write. They not be allowed them for read and write. If you want for read and write, you get for hide. So when the abolitionists, they help them, then Ghana, Sierra Leone, so they create education system, and even the FBC now for the creator. And FBC, when they create up, now for me they get missionary them, for me they continue for brainwash people them. Because FBC, if anybody want to know the truth about FBC, they na theology them they study. Now for train reverend them. In fact, the first reverend that we go to Nigeria now from Freetown and come out. Now Sierra Leone and care Christianity go to Nigeria. Nigeria man where they make like for say now, then Christian pass. When they make now like for say now then Christian pass the people in Bethlehem and Jerusalem and pass Christ. Now Freetonians them. Care Christianity go. And Nigeria. And at that time, now Maurice Dorman, now inner we be how they call himself, now we be governor. And I be the last governor. Now we country. When I hear about somebody who them they call Park Crowder. I lead that delegation there. You get people like Pa Ajayi. When I will not forget. No society, no day we get all good people or all bad people. Tribalism, they create stereotypes. They put stigma on people for make people believe, say, then people are not so intellect. Men need an eat person. Not to all men demand be deep on cannibalism. Yes, there are cannibalism there, but not to them all. Team Nimalek Plaba, not to all Team Nimalek Plaba, and Team Nimanem situation was this. Then our business people, Sierra Leone, you not get belief where they go collect for you. So you get for go collect. And if you get for go collect, you get for make some level of rudeness. And not to all Team Niman be businessman. Certain things, and when you look at it, you don't know the anthropological reasons behind certain things then. But we can fall short. The reason we get this problem of bad leadership and the fact say we don't make bad decisions them in the past, but we get for admit to. And if we admit to them, then we go agreeably find ways for resolve those issues. Like for instance, we get the TRC report. We make recommendations. Up till now, the recommendations, then they do not implement them because we not get the culture for fix things. We get the culture for break things. Why? Because we lead at them where we so desire. Then are bad people, now the bad one with the pick, and the bad one with the pick, which thing they do? They are not managers, they are damagers. Then they damage the country, nyama the country for we all. Where we all team up the watch. That make us accomplices too. We are complicit. Sierra Leoneans are complicit. We for make this inquiry, let we realize this. And let we come together truthfully, honestly, accept, say, we participated in the decay of the country. And when we accept that, then we were able to develop a new approach where all of us, every Sierra Leonean, will come together with purpose of fixing this decadence once and for all. Kill the maggots them, kill the pests them, get rid of the weeds, because weeds are unwanted crops. We get politicians then we're not supposed to forget. They say one rotten fish, they spoil the whole basket of fish. Let's get rid of the rotten fish. Let we pull an hand basket. The maggots them. Let we fumigate them. The chinch them. Let we fumigate them. The cockroach them. Let we get rid of them. The vultures them. One of the scavengers them. Let we get rid of them. And they put out to everybody. Me pass and see Madabio go. But even if we remove Madabio, we still get the regime, the bad lot in the political system. We get for sanitize with political space. The entire political space, we have to change it. We have to start building new ideology. We get for be convicted in lucrative policies that where we know say go able facilitate growth in our society. But this mainline culture, this nonsense where they don't bring and they post one person for being Mende, one person for being Timney. If you get two clever Mende man, we qualify. Why not? If you get two clever Timney man, why not? If you get all Creole executive, why not? If they can do the job, then do them to the criteria or the expectations. But when I get of a leader, what's wrong with that? What's in all them cliches there for beginning to talk, say for put positive just because not Timney. Even though you not qualify, if I put one team there, why with it? If they're two not full person, so for put them there because of that nonsense talk there. When we undermine a good man, Gerifa Smart, we end up with one way not meet criteria. Not to insofar, he can seek asylum in England. He live a good life. That's why they remain suffer under Pasheki. Because when Pasheki come, that one day will be commodity, we don't left a precedent. The precedence where he left, he not be the senior prefect. He was the despot. Do what he want. Now Agbata, because I be nicknamed now and the Agbata. Wouldn't Agbata na the bedrock. You know, do what he want. He gave Mammy Queen them. Sheikh Stevens come. He said, say, hey, he became Mammy Queen. He forget their ajade. Same mentality. No, they change. Why? Because we not demand change. For change, the leader them. Now we the people enforce care for change. Because the leader them, they reflect exactly who we are. The political class, they are a cross-section of our society. They are just a sample. If you take a sample, the sample represents the community. So let's look at ourselves and let we work really hard for try for correct this bad leadership syndrome where we get in our country. We get good people, as I say, Manenek, El Nathaniel Jones, Wina Lamina Sanko, Manwe, na pure Africanist, Pan-Africanist, na pure freedom fighter, anti-colonialist, Manwe Afrocentric, Manwe believe in African unity. He believes, say, Sierra Leone for amalgamate, we forget one country, one people. We don't make a leader. They say become a Creole. Isn't that tribalism? Man, we na educate a lot of people. Born 1884. Spend a whole life trying for organize with country. Trying for educate with people. Make sacrifices for Sierra Leoneans. Studying in Oxford. He lectured in America. He came back to Sierra Leone for Kankam. Do exploits for his people. Did we reward him? No, until he sadly died in 1965. Wallace Johnson. He was recognized outside Sierra Leone than inside Sierra Leone. Boris Johnson, where he died, na Kerifa Smart, na in lead for organizing burying. When I now go believe this, when Kerifa Smart died in a car crash in Ghana, then bring him body Ghana, Sierra Leone. Ghana, na them provide the coffin, a golden coffin, gold coffin, with style, because he was respected. Kwame Nkrumah lekam like with it. Kwame Nkrumah, Pan-Africanism, what they praise him for. Now people like the one and they be the advisor, and they be the educator. Kwame Nkrumah no big a degree, now drop out. Now man like the one there, and even if what is Johnson, now be just naturally intelligent man. Now collegiate he go school, and from 3 tap, but the right letter pass any lawyer. And call him what is Johnson campaign. It's not the qualification where you get. Now you application, how you apply the education where you get. And he applied his well. He was well accomplished. Now he formed the youth league. He was a powerful journalist. He did write like crazy. Now man will influence people like Nnamdi Ezekwe. And another Creole man who left. Now Hobart Macaulay. Hobart Macaulay. Now a great Pan-Africanist. He's the one that formed the political party that brought Nnamdi Ezekwe to power. He's a Creole man. And he's the father of democracy in Nigeria. That's how they call him. If they're able to take a foreigner in their country because of what he do for them, how we educate them, how we team up for them, how we support them, then recognize them. We take today will not recognize Creole man, how we for recognize them. If we are the old man, and is that not all Creole man bad. Man like Lamina Sanko, we supposed to forget a public holiday for Lamina Sanko. Because if the SLPP, they say one country, one people, he's the man. And he's the construct of the SLPP. A lot of people don't say that. In fact, he's the one that prevailed to buy Farmatas too. Because he be needed somebody from the protectorate for work with them, for making achieve that goal. And by Farmatas was the instrument he used. We as Sierra Leonean, we get for begin to think holistically, not tribally, not religiously, not sectionally, not in issues that based on we interest. We get for begin to think as Sierra Leoneans. Have we improved? Have we developed? We haven't. Let us not lie by ourselves. All the half cliches there, all the misinformation we would get, and it's going to my work. Back about try. Who side and try? Who side? Waiting and try. We still get leprosy. We still get Lassa fever. We still get river blindness. We still not get water for drink. We get water before now, not even get water for drink with 7 rivers. Where is the development? Where is it? Now drug, they don't saturate drugs now with country. Drugs start like I the waiting and self in all over the place, 2 for penny. Now they kill we youth them. A country where they lost youth them, the way they lost youth, so now you develop society that. Now growth that. Now improvement that. The people that were supposed for empower the youth them, develop their skills, improve their lives, and then they bring drugs, come back, can't give them. Then they say the future belongs to the youth. But then they go back there, ambush the future of the youth them, for relegate them to drug addiction. And then people there would clap for. Now we see all the palampo in the country don't come out and say they want to be president. Because one palampo don't be president, who can't come married for them. So now make the all on for Lee now, so we can married for them. We celebrate that we know they get said. We know they wake up. Now, who's sober country, Palampo, the can't be one for be president? Who's sober country? Who's sober country? Past Sierra Leone. I think we really get for review the way we would think, the way we would visualize, the way we would comprehend, the way we would communicate. We get for work really hard by our interpersonal skills, because with interpersonal skills is so bad that political parties are not able to work within the same perimeters, under the same ideology, principles, and values. All the parties and they affect each other. APC now, they were All People's Congress, then become Some People's Congress. Now they are All Man Palava Congress. Then SLPP. Then turn to PAUPA, which means to say anything and how they want them. They don't care what anybody think. Now waiting and want nothing for happen. Take it or you leave it. We'll do what we want. They don't come out there now. Now they don't turn to Sierra Leone Palava Party. So Palava within the group. Now the executives, they are all militants. They say they forget militants because they get for maintain power. They get for kill all man of the country for men and be power, get power. And they forget people that were able for take on APC. Then APC self, then self say they forget people that we get for resist and take them one and they on. Now politics that. Politics were confrontational. Politics where they're already for pull left by each other. Who see don't they look? They go born good picking? I don't think so. And this is the reason more so where we get for halt all the things that would happen. I feel to say at a time like this, we'll get for still thinking all it is for we'll get an interim government. We go come organize the country, put things them in place for make we go able to get proper elections. I don't care whether they put there for elections. This next elections, then go rig and pass the previous one, because the regime is still intact. The regime is still intact. If we're really serious for do political hygiene in our country, we really get for do something really drastic. Get rid of all the rubbish APC, SLPP there. Yeah, we get an interim committee, interim government. We go come bring hygiene now with political landscape, organize the country, and then people and they none for benefit. The one where they organize, then none for benefit, but the things that we get for put forward. For let we go able to get free, fair elections in the future. But for do that, we'll get forget new thinking. And that new thinking there, we'll get forget, even if it's possible, say na foreigner that we get for Google Tooth. But this way, Electoral Commission, this executive na APC, anybody with them pick, it get for be something we wanna go lament back for. APC with Yansane as chair, it is now corrupt more than it ever be in life. All man will see that man they are the most corrupt individual in that country. They now man way is so transactional, he can sell anybody for So if we go take a man like that one day, when I go make him a leader, and when I expect say under a leadership, APC go able to get free and fair election for that convention day. Una mistake, una left am, lead una so una go damn the day una cost the hour. It's not going to happen. Now, Uda una not want, then go end up for emerge. Then we'll continue with the same roller coaster. make things not the change in Sierra Leone. We not able for make decisions them. We painful. We go make we end up with something we go be totally and utterly good for we all. Change na like medicine. It bitter, but it a heal una. We need forget that healing, but we need for come out from the comfort zone. We need for feel some pain for that we get within we need. Because Sierra Leone situation is not acute, it's chronic. For fix them, we can for be deliberate in the things that we they do for the sake of everybody in good. Do ya? This is New Year. Now we get new thinking. Unalo we unite. Not for the sake of political party, but for the sake of Sierra Leone. Unalo we forge a new line, the Sierra Leonean line. Now we forge a philosophy based on one Sierra Leone, one people, one country. Not to SLPP, their slogan, and the Lamina Sanko is slogan we make for amalgamate with country. Let us take it away from the SLPP. It's not theirs. It's a Sierra Leonean nationalism slogan. One country, one people. It is not SLPP's. It is Sierra Leonean. And it's Lamina Sanko, the man, when the first African, we surrender himself to his Africanness. He threw it with man named Jones. He takes Sanko name. I am so proud of him. And every Sierra Leonean should be proud of him. This business for neglect the people that we get the right aptitude, the right character, the right principles, the right values for Google to people because na mende or they not team in as much as they don't get what it takes. Even when we know see them a bad manager, they don't can damage with political landscape. Because we put damagers them instead of managers them. When they end up crying and they cry with it. And for change that position, they let us be honest to ourselves. And part of the honesty, we will not allow Yansane for lead to the next convention. Right now, we don't sell. We will end up with the nastiest headache after the next APC convention because now the most unwanted fool we will end up with. Then we will be in a worse of situation. If Mother be you and the president for the next elections, believe you me, I don't care what an APC do. You are going to be locked outside. If the election will worse past the one before, Munala will just be wise. And the decision we will need for make, if will be interim government, if not 3 years, let them clean up that country there. And the interim government, therefore be neutral from APC and SLPP. And then we'll make recommendations there, therefore clean up them party daily. Them party then they're not functional. They're very dysfunctional, both of them. Yasane, chairman. Madabio, president, chairman. When I'm not serious, Fambulem na mikam na we they go. I go tap na ya for today, but by God in power, Wednesday we go dey back na ya. But we country the way we eat day, now we want and so. Now we get water, now we get flour. If we're ready for change, let we be careful how much water we put for make bread. You put too much water, we will end up for make pancake. We're not gonna be desirable. Because Saloma, now bread we they eat, not pancake. Fambulem, na mikam, na me, they go. But before I go, I want to say thank you to the Board of Trustees and Governors of this wonderful platform, then and now. We, the host, we thankful to them. and we appreciate what they do. And Sierra Leoneans of all people, of all persuasion, of all orientation, I feel to say for applaud the board of governors and trustees of this laudable platform. And we also the given a flavor of very, very, very substantial women them of substance, women them of great character and political aptitude. Then they come every Friday at this platform. Una keep una eye open. Una go see them because they will take a break for the holiday period, but then will come back and begin to give una the things them we una need for area and need for land from. Fambulem, namikam, namidiko, adise tata.